Okay, this is a video that I am so happy to be doing. Finally, after all this time, after 7 years of having to deal with this, from these two women, Liz Alpert, and Maureen Chiiofalo of Albert and Chiiofalo, PA Esquire, whatever you might want to call it. I've already filed motions twice, actually 3 times, and I failed 3 times. You know, I'm not a lawyer, but I'll tell you what, I'm definitely doing the best I can. I want a court date with both of them, not just one. I want them both. I called Liz Albert, and actually I called her secretary. She called me back promptly, actually, for the commissioner. Wow, I mean, they're doing a really good job. I mean, I'm sure not sure. Called back, and she was backpedaling automatically. Oh, Maureen took your case. Oh, I just gave you a consultation. No, I have 7 days of billing. That's what I've got only. I'm sure there's some other stuff that I don't have. But you said it was just consultation? Nope. No. Actually, every time I called, I talked to you. I called, and you told me how much money it was to talk to you an hour. In other words, don't call. And you were there from beginning to end. I talked to you for 2 hours, poured my heart out to you, every detail. You knew every single thing about my case, and you did 0. You let Maureen do 0. Anyhow, called you, started backpedaling, saying you don't know what you could do for me. All right. So the next day I thought, well, you know what? There's a lot of stuff you can do for me. How about give me some of the records and the stuff? Like I had the CD right here. Oh, can you imagine it? Can you imagine it? I got a CD. Lawyers, evidence, and it's the wrong code. Ha ha! Guess who's in charge of my case? Maureen Chiiofalo. Guess who helped her in charge of my case? Liz Albert. Liz Albert's seen everything. Point A, point B. I told Liz Albert about this. Let me tell you something. This girl that I was with, she had herpes, did not tell me. The doctor had to tell me when I got her pregnant. So now I'm stuck with this girl, right? Yeah, I'm stuck with her. And tried to kill herself 3 times, even once in my house. She relapsed with my son, 3 months pregnant. I have it on cell phone proof. It's crazy my lawyers are using this. You know why? Because they didn't want me to win. They actually... Then she relapsed after I got home, my baby home from the NICU. 5 weeks in the NICU. Yeah, born addicted to methadone, okay? She stole my car and left to go do drugs. Left my son at home. I had to wake up and take care of him. Then she came home with no milk. Like she said, she had to go get milk. She's gone for 4 hours. First time that she relapsed, she's gone for 6 hours. Yeah. And then when I tried to call her mom for help, her mom tried to have me arrested. Her mom didn't even tell me that she called 911 and said possible physical abuse. Cops came up, and they told me, like, hey, the lady out there, she says you got marijuana in here. That was my soon-to-be mother-in-law. They didn't take me jail for it, thank God, but that's just part of this woman's harassment, which we'll get into that. Carla actually fought a guy at a security guard. A security guard fought with this guy, okay? And she's not a violent person. My lawyers didn't bring none of this up. Not one thing. They gave me 3 charges. 3 little petty theft and some little... They didn't tell me not one violent charge that they bring up. We'll get into all that. She also had two drunk driving charges when she left my house. She had a breathalyzer on her car. DCF gave my son to a 3-time suicidal, 2 drunk driver. I've never ever been suicidal or drunk driver or have a violent charge ever in my whole life. This girl got a whole bunch of them. Oh yeah, her ex-boyfriend, Scott. I got all the evidence. I got all the cell phone evidence, actual proof to what really happened. She made a false police report. She beat him up twice. But did my lawyers use that? No. Did Maureen bring up in the mediation? No, heck no. She talked about, oh, Carl, how good could you raise a kid? How much money are you making doing your cleaning service? And Did my lawyers bring up, hey, why did you run for a year? How come the servers were going to the door and you just weren't answering the door? Huh? Why? No, none of that. No. Oh, and she said, when you were no longer in the rehab, she didn't say that she ran. She just said, when you were no longer in there, did you use drugs? Well, of course she did, Maureen. What do you think? Or even wasted time talking about, well, what is the age and the birth date of your son right now and the address? Whoa. Oh my God, it was sickening. It's still sickening. That woman was not fighting for me. You know what? Carter's lawyer, I have nothing against her. Nothing against her. She was throwing a bone and it was me. She devoured me like a good lawyer should. But my lawyers, I have problems, both of them, Liz Albert and chiiofalo. They both knew what was going on, and they let it happen. I should have had my son full custody. My ex should have went to jail for trying all these lies. If they'd done any type of investigation, she would have been in jail, and I'd got my kid. Instead, I'm over here 7 years fighting. You see these teeth? That's what happens when you give a criminal CIA back, too. That's probably how all this happened, because her stepdad is CIA. That's probably how come DCF came in here with some cops ablazing to take my kid. Isn't that amazing? That's amazing. And I bet you it's the truth. I have zero reason in my background for this to have happened to me and my son. We're both equally getting messed around on this right here for sure. Do you think Maureen and them cared? No. They absolutely crucified me. They think that they are judge, jury, and executioner. I'll tell you what, Maureen sure was the executioner, and Liz Albert let her. Point blank. There's no doubt about it. After the Ross Camp Institute, after Maureen wouldn't even tell me, wouldn't even admit that her methadone doctor said that she had 3 dirty drug tests, 2 for THC and 1 for something else. She swore up and down that it didn't happen. On the way back to the office, of course, where Liz Albert was, Maureen had already called Liz Albert and said, oh my God, David heard that she had 3 dirty drug tests and I'm trying to cover it up. When I went back there, they did not want to give me that transcript. As a matter of fact, Liz Albert, I know her. Before she did this city commissioner job, she probably didn't know she was going to be going for this. Well, looking at that resume and how much she brags about it, she probably did. She didn't think I was going to be mad and come back. But I can't sit for this injustice any freaking more. All you lawyers know each other. You sure dang do. And you should have known my ex had 17 arrests in the previous 10 years when I had none. And about her violent history, oh, you gave me some petty theft, little tiny stupid charges. You gave me 3 pages with her face on it. And I still got them. I still got the 2 cell phones worth of evidence, too. You ruined my life. Absolutely point blank. Ruined my life. And you wouldn't even return my phone call, Maureen. I should have had my girlfriend call you. I thought she was a battered woman. You'd have called right back, right? You'd have threw a bone to one of your other students, right? Isn't that right? That's right. And you actually told me that she was your student. Conflict of interest. Big time. I cannot believe that you thought you're going to get away with this. I promise you're not. I got a bullhorn right there, and I'm not afraid to use it. You see those posters right there? I'm not afraid to make some posters either. Nope, I sure am not. And I'm had it. I'm pissed. I can't sit still with this any freaking longer. I want to find events that the commissioner's going to. I want to show up on my sign, my bullhorn. I sure dang do. I cannot sit for this injustice any freaking longer. I'll tell you right now. Liberty was built on injustice, and I feel absolute injustice. I did so good my whole life. I got off of drugs. I never beat nobody up. I never laid my hand on a woman. I've always been a good dad. I got 2 daughters and 2 grandkids right now that gave sworn references, okay? I had a preacher that lived across the street. I used to go to church with him every Sunday. I used to jog with this man. He gave a letter of recommendation for me. He said that I used to take animals in that were hurt or fell on a nest or catch a dangerous snake and let it go somewhere else for everybody in the cul-de-sac. Did my lawyers use that at all? No. My daughter's saying I've never been violent. My ex-wife, I was married for 8 years. Did they use any of that? No. My lawyers actually hired another lawyer to see what this woman would say. And this woman said I should get the kid. So you know what they did? They gave us back our money. They gave us back the $600. What type of a lawyer screwed up so bad that they gave me back $4,000 as well? You know, my ex had a bad drug problem. I had been clean for 13 years off of drugs. She didn't even put in the stipulations right so I could have my ex tested. But I'll tell you what, my ex's mother sure did break the law. And I have a police report stating fact. The police officer said that is absolutely incorrect. Okay? And apparently, Family Court Division 1 doesn't care about it. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care that my ex lied and said that I got kicked out of the hospital. I begged for them in my motions to please investigate this because it's a HIPAA law. I can't get the records. And if you find this one lie, all of her other lies are lies. I got 2 cell phones for the proof of evidence. She said she could never go anywhere. She had a car the whole time. I was a prisoner in my own home. Okay? All their crap is a bunch of lies. I had every bit of evidence to prove it. I still got it. Look at this. I still got it. I got it. I got this. Boom. I mean, it goes, it's this thick. It's this thick of evidence that I had to give myself for the motions and they were denied. Oh yeah, I went to a dance class. I didn't even need to. I also went to a CPR class just in case I was able to use it for my son. I got references. My lawyers didn't even use them. We had a 12-pound box of crap that we didn't even use. I wonder how much the total bill was, Maureen. How much money did you make off of us? And screw me the right over, huh? You sure dang did. You know, I think Callow gets treated worse than I was. Callow goes to the thing, slices his neck, sputters around, dies. I'm still sputtering around. I'm still dying. I still cannot sleep at night. I still am stuck with this injustice and I can't deal with it. I should have come out of this cream and sugar. And I got the shit in, this thing bad. Oh, they said, no, it's a great deal. You get an extra 2 days. Not when you haven't even done anything. They got him a mom tattoo. Oh, you better help David make sure he signs that mediation agreement. I felt like I got a gun to my head. I hadn't seen my son in over a year. And my lawyers tell me, if you don't sign this agreement, who knows when you're going to be able to see your son again? Who knows when you're going to be able to get a chance to bond with your son again? I would have never, ever, ever in a million years signed that agreement if I had known the extent of my ex's arrest history, violent history. I had to find that out myself. I had to do all my own searching. My lawyers didn't do none of it for me. They did not. As a matter of fact, they hid it. They hid it. They hid it. They lied to me. They absolutely lied to me for sure. 1,000%. I would not be going on YouTube against a city commissioner. This woman got bragged so long about all her achievements. You got to take three breaths in between this long list up. Made me want to puke. When I see how she really treats me, how she treated a man, I'm disabled. She took advantage of me too. If you ask me, these people took advantage of me. They didn't think I was going to have the gump or get pissed off. They just thought I was going to roll over and just take it. Just slide the grease all in there and just take it. Oh, no. And now look what happens when you give a criminal, when you help a criminal. You helped a criminal. You helped my ex get my kid. Now look what happened. That's not neglect. If that was your kid, you'd be freaking out like me. That's the only emotion it's still. Thank God it's still. I thought all my emotions got denied. I got zero faith in DCF. Zero. The system, family court, zero. Absolutely a big fat goose egg. I 1,000% should have got my kid. No questions asked. My ex should have went to jail for sure. For sure. Now, I think, Maureen Chiiofalo, you're already retired. I still want the bar to disbar you. Oh, for sure. And sue you in whatever type of civil court I can. I am. I'm going to do whatever I freaking can. I am. I've been trying to poke the bear now. This is an invitation. Now, this ain't an invitation. 2 lawyers with you can do trials in this court and that court and the Florida bar. I'm right here. Come get me. You might as well come. Pin me to the wall and pick every bone off my body that you can. You might as well. You've taken 7 years of my son away from me that I never should have lost. Never. You did. And I bet you sleep just fine looking in the mirror. Every morning you wake up, look in the mirror. Because you're just that type. Yeah, I went on Facebook twice, talked smack 2 times. Dang right I did. Talk about, oh, you really know if you got a good lawyer, if they can move their feet on the dance floor. Oh, God made me sick. Again, a pukable moment. I mean, just full of pukable moments here. Especially for me. You know, Maureen had a big old stack of papers all about my disorders. Yeah, I got Tourette's and OCD and stuff like that. Bipolar, depression, ADHD, yeah. But I don't ever put my hands on nobody, and I don't lie. Okay, and I love my kid, I love my family, I always have. These people traded lies for leverage. And DCF bought it up. You know why? Because her stepdad is CIA. I bet you $1 million. That is the only thing I've been beating my head, and I'm OCD. I've been beating my head like crazy. Oh, yeah, lawyers want to take my case. Oh, they're like, oh my God, they did that to you. They did this. Your lawyers did this. They did that. They did this and that. Oh my God, yeah, come down. And as soon as I tell them this, Alpert, oh my God, next thing you know, I forgot I got a big vacation in France, and I wouldn't want to take away from your case. So I'm going to have to decline. As soon as they hear the city commissioner, they don't want me no more. But before that, they're hell bent and want to tear you up. That's why I'm here doing it by myself. That's why I file motions by myself. Yeah, sure did. Right here. 1, 2, 3, which I hand delivered and I recorded it. So you've got proof. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And I recorded it too. When you're talking about the secretary, Glenda, isn't your secretary no more for 2 years? You're a liar. You're a liar. I got your other secretary on Washington videotaped saying that he talks to her through you. Twice, actually. Twice. And yes, I made sure that he knew I was recording, unlike you and your little assistant did. Oh, I accidentally hit the button here. Beep. The recording is now ended. Her assistant says she really thought she was smooth shit too. Oh, I accidentally hit the button. You're a liar. Let me tell you something. I'm street smart. I might be lawyer smart, but I can tell a bullshitter when I hear one. And both these women were bullshitters. First, her assistant saying, oh yeah, well, I don't know nothing about the case. What's the case number? I didn't give it to her yet. Liz is sitting right next to her. Yes, she sure will. I know it, because next thing you know, this lady knows all kinds of stuff to tell her. Wow, that was quick. You're recording me? I may have 2 phone calls too of you lying. So, you were recording me? It gives me a right to record you. This is an invitation. I want this to come out so bad. I can't sleep. I can't live with myself. I can't enjoy myself anymore. You hear that music back there? Music tames a savage beast. And it's so true. A person not as good with morals and values as me might have turned homicidal with this, or suicidal. That's the position that you put a disabled man in. That's crazy. That's a good thing I'm a very, very, very strong person, and I love my son, and I am fighting for justice, and I'll never, ever, ever stop. Believe that. I got a blowhorn right there. I got the big signs. I can make a whole bunch of signs. It's not a threat. It's a promise. I got freedom of speech. I'm going to get a permit, and I'm going to do it right. And that she want to come take me to court. Because you did me dirty. 1,000% you did me dirty. I would not be sitting here putting out a YouTube video if I did not feel this way 1,000%, and I just cannot go on about my daily life anymore, knowing what you folks think you got away with. Maureen chiiofalo, you were my lawyer. I think my ex's lawyer would have done a better job at giving me a deal than you did. You were out for my throat. You were 100% out for my throat. Tats. Yeah, it's kind of ironic I got a wife beater on, right? I'm gonna have 3 tattoos when all this happened. I'll tell you about my tats. Guilty until innocent. Okay? Yeah, I had these before I even signed the mediation because I knew I was getting screwed. This one right here is Jesus' foot fighting the devil. This is me trying to stay clean after they took my kid, after DCF came in and took my kid. This one right here is me making a baby with my ex. This is right here is her lying. There's a key through her mouth to keep her from lying. This is my son in a little coffin because a part of me died when they took him from me. Yeah, that's real. This is how I felt. Bullet going through my head. Then they took DCF from me too. That's real. And these skulls, yeah, you wouldn't think I don't have a violent background, a violent record, or none of that, but guess what? I don't. Don't judge a book by the cover. These little 2 sweet things over here, they both got a violent background. They both got assault and battery on their stuff. And they're trying to say I did. I'm going to invite this woman into my house, and I'm going to all of a sudden, at 49 years old, become abusive. I asked this girl to marry me because I wanted my family. I wanted to give her any type of hope the better side of life. Like, join me being drug-free and we have a kid and a family, be happy. And it didn't work. Obviously, it didn't work. But she actually took me back. It was my least way to be by my kid every day. I got to pick my son up from school. Kid came running to me. Greatest day of my life. She took me back. I got her pregnant. As soon as I got her pregnant, her mother had me exiled. Exiled. That's not going to look good in court. So you know what? Her mother picked me up from the airport and dropped me off to the house after I told her daughter I was going to hunt her down and kill her. Yeah. Her mom didn't even ask if I had a degree. Like, what college did you graduate? To not be a wife-beater, dog-kicking, complete asshole. I want to see a degree where you got all A's before I drop you back off at my daughter's house with my lovely grandkid. Oh yeah, she said that she went to Oregon and hid for 2 months from me in a women's shelter. That's a lie. Her dad's CIA. You really think? Especially, I mean, it's obviously a lie, but these people went the whole 9 yards to take my kid. I'll tell you that right now. Secure that nest. They sure dang did. I'll tell you that's the truth. So, what's happening to me right now? It's going to happen to you next. I'm telling you right now. You better watch out. My attorney, Maureen, co-authored a book on how to best defend a battered woman. Wow, can you believe that? I want to read the book, and I want to see what techniques she used on me. I really do, because she used a lot. Oh, write this down if you have a question. And I wrote it down, she just slid it away. Wow. Reading the transcripts were absolutely sick. She didn't even question my ex's mom, who was a hardcore alcoholic. Pills, whatever, yeah. My ex is lying on a police report, and I have proof of it on her ex. Just like her mom. It's like, does anybody see a coincidence here? I'm not gonna all of a sudden turn violent. Move this girl in my house. No, it's opposite. That's opposite. I helped her in every single way. I cannot believe that my emotions were dismissed, all except for the teeth. So I'm so glad I got teeth done, because that's all worth it for me. If these people get on the teeth, now the eyeball, now the eyes. My son's supposed to be wearing a patch. Has she ever sent patches to me? No. When I was at her house, when we were getting back together, did she ever make my son wear a patch? No. I found a whole box of patches under the counter. She said, oh yeah, Dylan just tears it off. What? You made that kid wear it. And you missed an appointment. Now the eye doctor's saying that, if the patch could have been worn, it probably could have been on its way to being better. Just like that. When you have a criminal, drug addict, raising a kid, that's what happens. I hope my kid's eyesight is not messed up even more, So, if you're an unmarried woman, okay, and you're drug addict and all that, you can do anything you want. I promise you. You'll get away with it. TCF will let you go. Do whatever you want. Keep using drugs. Have dirty tests. It don't matter. As long as you are a woman, I promise you can get away with murder. Believe me, you can. I just don't know what it is I have done so bad. What is on my record so bad that I deserve this to happen to me? What is it? They took my son for 7 years. Something like 2,565 days that my son's been gone. Yeah, I'm OCD and I count days. CIA credentials is what got my kid taken from me too. Oh, he's in the CIA. He's retired 20 years. Don't worry about this baby. He's going to be just fine. Don't give it to the disabled guy. A lawyer who didn't know the sexes said I should get the kid just off of our records. Well, of course she did. I've never tried to kill myself. Huh? I don't ever have a violent background. Was I accused of that? Oh, I sure was. Is that part of the reason why a judge I bet you a judge saw my ex's stepdaddy's CIA credentials, 20 years retired, and said, we're all good. You're on our team. Take this man's kid out of state and let him suffer the consequences. Isn't that a tragedy? A judge had to have seen both of our records and some amazing miracle let her take my kid out of state without even an investigation. You're going to take a kid out of state away from a father? You better have it investigated. You better know for sure you're doing the right thing. Is that the right thing? Is that the right thing? Huh? No. And if you can, focus in on this right here. When Dylan is in my home, please share this video. Please share this video. I'm begging of people to share this video. I probably will do more. I'm going to be picketing. I'm going to be out there with my blowhorn. I cannot wait to see what happens with this teeth motion. I'm begging and praying that neglect is found. I mean, I know it is. Right short of abuse. Right short of abuse. If this was any of your people's children's teeth, you'd be highly upset too. Now the music right there saves me. That's my peace of mind. Please share. Please comment. I want a lawyer. I would like to lawyer. I don't need a lawyer. I would love to do this myself, and I'm not afraid. I just need some guidance to be able to file motions on these people. If it's past statute of limitations or whatever, probably some little loophole they put in there, probably, I'm sure they did. Then I'm just going to start picketing. I'm just going to get this bullhorn and go off. That's all I got left. And I'm not going to take a chance of sitting in my grave and twisting and turning. This right here will have me twisting and turning so damn bad, I'll jump out the grave and run down the damn street. Please, like, share. Share, 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 share.